Bylaws Committee meeting for July 31st to open the meeting at 7:04 p.m. So as I take a second here to just bring up a couple things. First thing that we wanted to go over were just a couple of the minutes. And Lionel, actually, thank you for bringing that up because I thought I was losing my mind. So, Mike, on the website,
We were missing a few.
we were missing a
they
few.
Got forgotten about per se.
Right, and we incorporated them into some of the other meetings minutes, but I went back and I included
What do you mean by that? We incorporated them. Into
well, it was funny, like
the memories were blurred. Is that what you
yeah,
mean?
that's and I talked to Barbara and I said, oh yeah, you guys, because it all kind of blended together, and I didn't see that she had posted some of the when we went to the Concom meetings.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, okay. So what I did instead was I just did a short summary into one of the other meeting minutes, and then so I did, yeah.
The only suggestion I would have made on this, it says
Yeah.
meeting agenda.
Oh,
It doesn't really say meeting.
It's an
minutes.
old format.
it's an
I
old
believe.
format.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's the
Yeah.
format?
That was before standard practices were adopted.
Yeah.
I have read these minutes. I am gonna make a motion that we accept the, each of the minutes
Yep.
and as presented, so at least we can put this on it. But I
Yeah.
read them all and
Do you have a copy of them?
I do. Yeah. So that's what I want to show you too.
I know I saw
Yeah.
something in it I
Yeah.
wanted to comment on, but my printer stopped working.
Yep. So here's a copy of June 12th. This would be our last meeting.
yeah, that's the one I was really interested in. That was
Right.
good.
So, okay, we're gonna do June 1st.
Yep. And then I have April 1st as well. And that one's
Why don't we start with February to keep it in order?
February. Yeah.
If you don't mind.
No,
Just
no,
keep
yeah.
it in the same order as it's listed on
Here
here.
we go. Yeah. Exactly. So here we go. February.
Thank you.
And Lionel, you have copies of all of them?
I got them all.
Perfect, yeah. So, to go to February 1st, this was when it was, so I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes. And then
I made the motion.
Oh, you did, oh, perfect.
I
Yeah,
made
I'll-
the motion.
And I'll second it, yeah. Yep.
Yep.
This was when and sorry, Mike, this is so far
I wasn't
back.
at this.
You were, no.
Sorry, I don't even remember it, so.
Barbara, you and I, we were at the beginning segment of the Concom meeting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's all it was. So
Okay, this was a joint meeting.
this is a joint meeting. And what happened was we didn't stay for the entire meeting, so we left right after they said, oh,
Okay.
yeah. So that's
So
all.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would ask that I'm not gonna second your motion yet.
He seconded it
Oh,
already.
you did second it?
Yeah.
Well, I would ask that the format be changed.
Okay.
To no longer say meeting agenda, but to, at our last meeting, not
Yeah.
this meeting, our last meeting, we talked about using the new, a format which appears to be here, except that it says meeting agenda. at the
Then we
top,
gotta change that.
When
That's
it
all.
should say,
Bylaws,
meeting, minutes.
meeting minutes, yeah.
So
Yeah.
with the replacement of the word agenda on the header
Mhm.
with the word minutes, I would,
Okay, yeah.
Accept them.
I'm okay with it.
I'll say this, I took a quick look and I thought this was all agendas. And I said, I gotta go find
No,
where the hell
that
he
was-
sent the minutes.
No, and I think I
Then
gotta go fix
then
that.
I went
template.
to, I went to June and I knew that was it.
the effort was, as has been done in the past, to use the same format as
Yeah.
is used for the minutes, but with slight
With slight alterations.
alterations, so
Exactly.
that it doesn't appear to be exactly the same and it doesn't have all like the,
Yeah.
this meeting will be recorded, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think so. That's what we talked about last time, and I right at the top of the title, I completely missed that. I should say meeting minutes. So yeah, I'll make an amendment to Lionel your motion to approve those minutes for February 18th as
corrected.
as corrected. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Second.
then yep. All right, perfect. So all
In favor.
right, perfect. Yeah, we can take a vote. Actually, there's no one on Zoom.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those
Perfect.
opposed? Well, the chair's supposed to do that, Mike.
Oh yeah, I know. So that's good. No worries. So then going to April 1st, I'll entertain a similar motion to approve the minutes of April 1st, 2025, to reflect the edit to the title of the minutes to say meeting minutes rather than meeting agenda.
This is April 1st, you said?
April 1st, yeah.
Did you say you'd entertain?
Oh, yep.
So moved.
Okay. And then I guess I could second her, yeah. So, this one, Mike, I went to and I think I'd said at one of the meetings, okay, I wasn't there, but I'm gonna go back to the video of when you guys went to the Concom meeting,
Okay.
where you shared with them, your thoughts on, what they were about ready, one of their final drafts, before it went to final council final town council, yeah.
This is a side
Yeah.
side suggestion for future. I think you should put who attended the meeting from the board.
Yeah,
I
I
think,
should say in attendance at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for the future.
Yeah, that's a good
Okay.
point.
Oh, such as the box on the lower left, for example.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
And I think that was one of the template. That's where, I gotta review this whole template.
I would,
Yeah.
not that I wanna give myself more work, I would be happy to make you a template and send it to you.
No,
if
sure,
that would
yeah,
be
yeah.
helpful.
No worries. And then I can, yeah.
I'm just wanna be clear that I'm not volunteering to take the minutes because, yeah,
Yeah, no, that sounds good.
but I can certainly, if
Yeah.
you send me this in an editable format, I will send
Yeah.
it back to you.
Yeah, because there is this random empty box there, right? Yeah,
Yep.
definitely. But yeah.
Yeah,
So,
the next one, in the June one, you've got that.
yeah, right?
Yeah, you
Go.
got- yeah.
And it says it at the top, yeah.
Yeah.
And even that one we can.
Let's
yeah.
focus on that.
Yeah, yeah. So, all right, no, if these all look good, I'll
So I had, what did we just do? I had made the motion, I moved the
yep, and then I seconded the motion.
alright, so we're voting on the approval
Yep.
of these minutes.
So, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye,
Aye, all right, perfect.
opposed, none.
None, yeah. All right, so then, like you said, Lionel, yeah, so now I'll entertain a motion for the June 12th minutes, to be accepted with the exception of changing meeting agenda to meeting minutes.
I am going to take a few minutes to reread.
Yeah.
I think these were the things we discussed.
At the last meeting, yeah.
Yeah.
What was nice was the last meeting was one of the first ones we had videotaped. So that made going back to the tape really easy. So yeah.
This is a side subject. I'm on multiple committees, but I was on a meeting Sunday of the Alliance, State of Massachusetts Alliance Constitutional Bylaw Committee. And we were on a Zoom meeting, and every year we have to make a lot of things, send it to the district governors, but it doesn't matter. So we were on Zoom, and we rotate, and the chair said, well, I'm recording this in case you need it to the secretary, in case you need to get. She said, no, I know how to do this. The next day, AI was doing everything. The next day, he gave. Did either of you experience this? A
heard
whole
about it.
report.
Yeah.
It started with a summary of the meeting,
Yeah.
and then it went. Lionel had to do this. All of us, what our assignment was, and the lady that said she wasn't retiring from her job. I couldn't believe it. It was all AI. I looked it up. That they just push a button.
Yep. I think.
Sorry to distract you.
No. I've heard similar story. Can summarize minutes. It like text it in real time. It types it. Yeah, all kinds of wild things. But yeah, so.
These look good to me.
Okay. Yeah.
I have some comments.
Yeah.
So in addition to the striking agenda and replacing it with minutes, I would ask that Harry Seckman, who was present at the meeting.
Yeah.
I believe that he mentioned that the capacity he
Ah,
was.
thank you. You're right. He absolutely did. I should
I don't remember the exact wording, but I wanna say he said,
Oh, yeah, he was.
not a member of the select board.
not a member of the
Yeah.
as a
select board, but,
citizen.
I thought he said an ad hoc member of the select board,
Is it?
I thought what he said. I would have to go back and
No,
watch
I
the
don't
video.
know.
Yeah. What we can do is
I know he made comments as a citizen,
as citizen,
I think.
yeah. I could definitely go back and get that verbiage exactly right, and we can hold these minutes until next time.
I would appreciate that.
Yeah, no, that's an excellent point.
In addition,
Yeah,
it would be cool, I'm not saying it's required, but it would be nice if the, mention of Barbara setting up the Gmail account included the email address.
Exactly.
Does not have to be in there, cause it is on the website now.
yeah.
And then I'm a little bit unclear on the, discussion was had about the process to request a new bylaw of make changes to an existing one. Oh, it's supposed to be or.
Yeah,
Okay.
or.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just realized that now.
sorry, that was a typo on that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so no, I can
Uh,
definitely,
Is it if a bylaw request is not for a bylaw? Okay, so those are my changes that I'm
no,
requesting.
absolutely. So no, what we could do is, I can hold these until the next meeting, make those changes, and then
Mhm.
that should be okay, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, why don't you do them all? Like,
Yeah, you wanna guess, well, we already voted on the other two.
Okay, yeah,
As
okay.
edits, but yeah, this one definitely,
well, at least,
yeah. we
all I
can-
was gonna say, you could send us a copy of them.
Yeah,
We could revisit the earlier motions if you wanted to redo all of them, but it would be,
Just send us
It
a copy
would
of the
be-
ones you did.
it would be
Yeah.
making significant progress to get those old outdated ones approved. And this
Yeah.
is the most recent of June, so I feel
so
like that's
we're caught up to
appropriate.
date, yeah.
That's appropriate to wait till the next meeting.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. No, that sounds good.
So I'm not sure what motion I make now.
So we can, so what we could do is, I'll put it in today's minutes, that, the June 12th, meeting minutes are gonna be passed over until the
Okay.
next meeting. with
So-
edits, yeah.
The motion was made, I believe, and seconded to accept them though, so I didn't know if we.
Oh, okay, so what we could do,
If we wanna keep the form.
I'll withdraw that motion.
yeah,
Okay.
that.
The motion has been withdrawn.
Motion withdrawn, yeah.
Alright,
So no, that sounds
I
good.
like
So,
it, keeping it simple.
yeah, cause what you'd have to do is like do a denial motion, and it gets complicated,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, so this is waiting on edits.
Yeah. Now, I know Barbara was traveling. Unless people explicitly sent things to her saying we'd like this to be shared at the next meeting, none of that was shared with me. So, and seeing how there's no one here, I don't have anything for public comment.
For what?
Did you open the email address?
So that was
Did give us access.
She did. That's what I wanted to tell you guys too. So, when I tried to open that email, it wanted to send a security passkey, and the passkey, it had her number listed.
Oh,
as-
cause Gmail wants you to have everything Gmail wants all the email addresses attached to a phone.
Yeah.
There is a way to bypass that, however, what may have happened is when she set it up, she may have put in her phone number,
Exactly.
which would lock her in.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you guys if you had accessed the bylaws Gmail email.
I did not attempt to.
Yeah. So
Which one are we talking about?
that was the one that Barbara set up.
Oh, yeah, you mean when she set up the email?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't, she said, I looked at it, I read what she did,
Yeah.
and she says, well, you don't really need to use this, just, and forget that you ever got it, so I don't see why, but I kept it on, in my files.
That's right. Me too.
What it is.
Yeah.
Well, we should, in my opinion, always check it, before
Yeah.
a meeting, just in case, cause
Yeah.
I know I've emailed committees for public comment
Right.
when I can't make it.
Yeah.
and ask
So
the letters to be read.
is that where she'd expect to hear it, was it in any?
If somebody was to present us with something that they want us to use at a meeting, whether
Yeah.
it be to read something at a meeting or use something in decision making, that is where the document would be
I
sent.
think two people in this committee need to be able to get to that.
That's an excellent
So
point.
the
Good
chair and the
The
vice chair, that's what
yeah.
I am
That's a good
proposing,
idea.
that the chair and the vice chair
Yeah.
have access.
So that's something we definitely
Yeah.
need to work on.
No, and this is, this is like slight learning curve with,
How are you remembering all these things?
So the good thing is we're being taped.
Oh, so you can easily go and get it?
And I'm taking some notes as we go.
Yeah, okay, good.
No,
Sorry.
absolutely. No. Because I technically, I'm also, while you were gone, before you joined us, I'm also the clerk too, so
I know, so I'm saying it's kind of hard to run it and also.
Yeah, no. That's okay.
Okay.
So I like that idea, Mike, with email of the vice chair and the chair. So without objection, the one thing I am gonna do is to. Yeah, you're up. So one of the items was under new business, new appointments of chair, vice chair, and clerk for the upcoming
Why
year.
are we,
So we're done
why are we not doing old business?
Are we done with minutes?
Yeah, we should be done with minutes.
should.
Actually, yeah, you guys want to we'll just go
We
and
should do it
continue
right
in
in
order.
order.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do that. Yeah.
Please.
So under old business, I carried over multiple items. The first of which was an update on the proper / recommended process for individuals to request a new bylaw. And specifically, Mike, that was one of the things we talked about from last meeting.
I was voluntold
Yeah.
to take that initiative. I have not done said initiative yet. I do plan on completing that. I'm completing the rough draft of that over the course of the month of August.
Okay.
My only concern, because I always think about the whole picture, is how I'm going to make it clear that it is not, like, it's definitely not in stone. This is just a recommended process. You're not gonna take it to the bank, so to speak. But this is, I'm actually gonna write myself a note here.
Yeah.
The, for informational purposes only.
Yeah.
You could just put guidelines.
That's a
That's
good
what I was
word.
wondering,
Thank
yeah, I
you.
like
And
that
if you
word.
put guidelines, that doesn't,
So
you can still look like these are the way that we're doing this, but
is a guideline.
Yeah.
Now, would you put the word recommended or not? If you're just saying guideline.
That's good.
yeah,
I think you can.
just say guidelines. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't need 2 words.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Yeah.
For requesting changes to bylaw,
Yep.
or I should say proposing.
Yeah.
That's good,
Changes
proposing.
to an existing bylaw.
Yeah, proposing a new or existing.
So the way it's gonna work is it's going to be like, probably like a technical document like I would write for work.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
step 1, step 2, and then it'll be
Yeah.
step 3, if new bylaw, go to step 4, if old bylaw, go
Yeah.
to step
Yeah.
whatever.
and say who. Say, goes to the
Yes,
chair.
yes.
Yeah,
So,
and you could put references, the email address and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We didn't say anything bad about you, Paul, while you
is
were
there a
gone.
problem with the camera? Is there a problem with the camera? Okay.
Oh, he's just yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. No, Lionel, I like that. I think that's great. And Mike, yeah, so I didn't know if Barbara had a different idea, but when you get that draft, we can definitely take a look. We can give you thoughts, feedback. And then get it ready to publish.
Yeah, I'd like to have it be voted on to put it on the website.
Absolutely.
No
yeah.
later than September is my goal.
September. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So rough draft. Well, are we meeting in August? I don't know.
Well, actually,
We'll
that's-
get to that.
Yeah, that's an excellent question. I was going to ask about that too.
Okay, so that is where we stand with those
Perfect. Yeah.
processes,
No, thank
those
you.
guidelines.
So, the next item was, and so this is the Article 5 attachment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I know since we last met, we had like multiple emails.
Article
come in.
5?
So this is the one about the revolving fund.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes,
that one,
so
sorry,
we're,
yeah.
so we're talking about the Conservation Commission
Yeah.
wanting to make changes to the
And we
revolving
talked a
fund
lot,
bylaw.
I think the last thing said was Barbara is going to talk further.
Yes.
Mhm.
To
In your minutes there.
yes. Yep. Barbara's gonna check
So
further.
I
on
don't
that.
know if we need to keep discussing this.
Let me
Yeah. And so that's exactly it. And I think
reference this.
one of the things too, I got the impression,
I thought it was a great idea, to be honest with you. And
Yeah.
they need it, they're going to need it, and
yeah,
and some of this, the kits, they actually did, they did write up pretty well how it would
Right,
go. I've
yeah.
got it right here, and, so I think we should wait for Barbara to.
absolutely, yeah.
But there's no sense of urgency, critical urgency at this, yet.
No,
Not
no.
at this time.
Yeah.
I am just gonna mention things almost like since we're being recorded
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
I like to,
definitely,
I
yeah.
like to give kind of an overview so that people that are watching.
Sure.
Yeah,
Know exactly what we're talking about.
Good, okay.
So the revolving funds bylaw being amended, in order to add a section a line item for, the Conservation Commission because they had the revolving fund, they have proposed language for the upcoming town meeting in the fall, to amend the bylaw to establish the revolving fund, so that's what they're looking to do. So it's pretty simple, mostly procedural change, or mostly on paper change, not exactly something.
Well, it's gonna allow them to collect fees
The-
and fines, and, so that's important.
That is important, our aspect, however, as a bylaw is just to
Yep,
formatting more or less.
Format, yeah.
However, so we had set up this meeting, today's meeting, with was it today's meeting? No, it was the last meeting
Right.
that we were expecting the Conservation Commission to attend. No one
Yeah.
attended, apparently it did not get through to them that we were meeting,
Right.
is my impression. And we had suggested that they come to this meeting through Tamika. Tamika said that they were not able to attend this meeting. I'm hoping they watch the video at least.
Yeah.
So I would expect we're not really gonna take any action
No,
tonight on
I-
this.
No, that's
I rec-
what, that's
I
exactly.
recommend that we
We
table
just-
it till the next,
Absolutely,
yeah, subject to Barbara.
right. And, later on down the agenda too, for us, this is something we can look into with Tamika as well. When we set up that date for the next meeting, if we're gonna incorporate, discussing this and want representation from the Concom, then we can make sure we try to schedule a date the best we can, based on availability and, because it would be nice to keep it moving, progress wise on that. So yeah, no, that's all I had for that item too.
I
Yeah.
don't know if this particular change would constitute what I'm about to recommend, or what I'm going to reiterate, but, anytime we make any sort of change, to a bylaw, or I should say before we vote on a potential change or to put forth something on a bylaw, I do always want to emphasize, a public hearing.
Yes. Yep.
Or at least, everybody's welcome for public comment, so I expect anybody could come for public comment, but if it were something that we were expecting a turnout for, much like, something that happened earlier this year,
Yeah.
that we would put forth a public hearing specifically devoted to that. I just
Devoted to that.
wanted to reiterate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially if it's something that, I agree,
Yeah.
I think so.
So
That's not one of these things at this
When-
point.
whether
Yeah.
this does not, at least is not at that point, especially since
Yeah.
it's going to be voted on, it's establishing a revolving fund going to be voted on at a town meeting, so that would be mostly where it's going to be, but maybe we'll get to that point with it.
Yeah, absolutely, no, definitely.
So, that's all.
No.
I'd just like to mention that any chance, we have for talking about public input.
Yeah. The next item we had was the bylaw email address creation that we kind of mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I like that idea, having the chair and the vice chair, making sure they can have direct access to it.
Yeah, I think Lionel,
Yeah.
recommended that.
Recommended, yeah.
Minimally.
So
Yeah.
that should go, when you do your minutes, you can put that under there.
Yeah, absolutely. So the next thing that comes up is I carried over.
By the way,
yeah,
in her email to us on that Gmail, she brought up the whole thing about, the library and that maybe it wouldn't be available. Of course, the Lions, that was the same impact, but, okay, so.
Can we mention this under new business, please?
No, okay.
Oh yeah.
yes.
Is that, okay.
I just don't want to be
yeah.
back and forth.
No,
No,
it was because it was in this email that
Oh,
that
okay.
she sent.
The
and
one
gave
for
us
Riley,
instructions, so,
No, no.
Oh,
absolutely.
okay. I'm not familiar with the
okay.
email that you
I
mentioned,
vaguely remember that, but we'll
Okay.
definitely bring that
but
up
we'll
later.
come back to
Alright.
that for
Yeah.
sure.
Earthworks bylaw. So
Earthworks. Oh yeah, that's an old business.
that's an old business.
I have no record of that.
So,
So, this was before you were.
This is-
Okay,
Yeah,
so I
we-
don't have, and I don't, okay, fine.
Not
See, isn't
much.
this one of these things, you guys kept saying that it was brought up and
we've been
didn't
waiting.
go through, it didn't.
Nothing's
get
happened,
voted on?
Nothing's
pretty
happened.
much. It's been uneventful since I wanna say March.
Yeah, we've been, you know, I think we've been carrying it on the agendas.
Can
Yeah.
I motion that this be removed from the agenda in the future?
Yeah, I think
I
it's
would
good.
second that
Yeah.
motion, and I would
There was
add
nothing,
the comment.
is there anything that was supposed to keep it open?
Just the fact that we're waiting to hear back from
Um,
another body,
that's right.
another board or committee, I don't remember who.
Okay,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
I shouldn't make that motion, but one of us, somebody should contact that committee then.
We
And
follow.
say, can we close this?
Yeah.
Am I right
We
or wrong?
could send an email to say that, notwithstanding any input from you, we will no longer be listing this on our agenda until further notice.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, and then at that point, the party has the option to be like, oh no, actually we have some progress and we want to share with you guys, and then they can give us an update. And then that, if that were,
So-
yeah,
I'll rephrase my motion. I make a motion that we remove this from the agenda, subject to the secretary sending a note to the other group saying that we're gonna do so unless we hear differently.
A second.
yeah, perfect. Any further discussion on that or
So are you gonna send that then?
I said secretary.
secretary?
Yeah.
So,
Well, I
so
assume
technically,
so, I
right
just
now,
thought I should ask
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of the whole email thing.
Oh, okay.
I can, yeah, because secretary. So
Whoever the secretary is.
yeah, I mean clerk, secretary, one and the same for me.
I
Yeah.
only brought it up because we talked about the email access thing, that's all.
Yep.
Okay, that's an excellent point. All right, so
So if for the time being, maybe you needed to send the email to Tamika to then send to them?
yeah, but as a conduit, yeah,
Yeah.
I like
I
that.
think-
I don't know.
Because I was actually gonna ask that next.
Yeah.
Fine,
Cause
okay.
we're voting to do it, it's just, I just
Yeah, I
want to
didn't
work
know
It has
out
to
that.
come from.
the
Yeah.
mechanics, if you will.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a
Yeah.
great idea.
yeah.
I understand why now.
Oh, we'll get you up to speed, Lionel, just you wait.
It's fun. I gotta say, I'm probably the only one that really enjoys reading that stormwater thing, by the way.
Well, so anyway,
Alright,
So-
so the motion was seconded.
those. Yep. So.
But you gotta bring Tamika into that motion.
Oh, yep. So actually, if I understood your motion correctly, motion to remove the earthworks bylaw agenda item until further
Subject to the secretary,
subject to the secretary.
secretary also writing a note, maybe through Tamika or something like that.
Yep. To
Being notified. The other, I assume the earthworks
Yep.
board? Commission?
yeah, the earthworks. Yes. Can't think. You know whether it's
It's gonna be in here somewhere.
yeah.
It says still, the last minutes I have of with a mention of the earthworks bylaw, it says it's still in process with the engineer. I'm not sure if that was referring to, okay, so one of them says earth with the engineer, another one says the earthworks committee.
Earthworks committee. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say it's the earthworks
Earthworks
committee.
committee. Yep. Yeah, I'll second that, Lionel. Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
All right.
So all those in favor?
All those.
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Perfect.
I'm sorry, I was taking over the role of the chair there a little bit. My
No,
apologies.
that's
Oh, I swear it was him saying that.
no, it's. So under new business, next item we had was the new appointment of the chair, vice chair, and clerk. I had reached out to Tamika to ask her, without Barbara here, and she said, it was okay to hold off until the next meeting to make those elections. And I don't know if you guys felt any different or.
So is there anything in the, I mean, I've read the bylaws
Yeah.
of this committee. It doesn't say anything about rotations or any of that. Is that just a practice, or is that in the bylaws of the,
That's an
of the
excellent
whole?
question.
I'd like to know that.
Yeah, Mike, I was gonna say, did you,
I mean, this would have, I don't have
Yeah.
my copy of the bylaws with me tonight, but,
yeah.
I don't believe I have my.
well, in you guys' experience, did it rotate every year?
So this would be my first time on one of the town committees. Now, so I wondered to myself, where did I hear that, and where did that practice idea come from? I believe it came from one of the emails sent out to all the town boards and commissions, that maybe as a good practice to have an election of new positions. I know, like for example, our board of selectmen,
Yeah.
they do that.
Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
must do it because of the chair, and
Yeah.
they're more political, you
Right,
know?
right.
Uh,
One of the
I don't
nice
think,
yeah.
I mean, I think I read through, I just don't, so my reason for saying that is, I really don't, I don't think we should be rotating at this point. Or if we rotate, somebody should be in the job, especially the chair, for a couple of years, maybe.
Yeah,
You know,
we were
Or rotate
you know,
every 2 years or
Yeah,
something.
we were so right before you joined us, Lionel. Like Barbara was appointed the chair. Lynn came as a member from an extension from the ad hoc. Mike. Yeah, you and I are new, right? You were never on the ad hoc before, right?
I believe Lynn was the only one.
Lynn was the only one. So you have an excellent point that I was actually thinking about that myself. I said
Can I make a motion when you can table this, that Barbara be appointed chair?
well
We can vote next week if you want. Let's.
yeah
I would, may I make a
I-
friendly suggestion?
yeah
I would suggest, we can definitely discuss that. I would advise that you don't, not good practice to make a motion
Okay,
about involving
Okay.
another member without said member
Yeah.
present.
well, that's
okay,
But I understand the sentiment.
that's right. So
but did Barbara request that we not decide this between the three of us?
actually
I said
listen,
practice, I didn't say it wasn't allowed.
no it's
Okay,
Was it on the agenda?
I was
the
all
new
ready just to
appointment?
vote
So,
on everything.
So the reason, so it is on the agenda, the new appointments of chair,
Yeah.
vice chair, for the upcoming year. So with it being on the agenda, I got the follow up, because July
Okay.
1 was
I
what
mean,
was.
I'll go
yeah.
along with,
No, yeah.
next time, but,
We're not trying to nitpick you, Lionel.
no, but I'll go along
yeah.
with it.
Oh, okay.
I just thought when it was there, well, we would vote on it and.
Right. No, I think I at first I thought it was something compulsory we had to do by July 1.
No.
And I was like, oh, here we are, July 31, right? No, when I asked Tamika, she said no, that can wait till the next meeting. So that can
Okay.
definitely, yeah.
So we will,
Carry
in
it.
observation
Yeah.
of not having a complete board,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
propose that we postpone
Yep.
Postpone it.
reorganization to the next
To the
bylaw,
next flow.
meeting of the bylaw committee.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what that's.
I don't know if that's a motion or if I just say that.
No, I think we can
Yeah,
carry.
no,
Yeah.
this is an action, we're supposed to take.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I make
actually,
that, I'd make that motion to postpone the reorganization of the bylaw committee until the next meeting of the bylaw committee in observance of not having all members of the committee
And
present.
as advised by Tamika.
As
Yeah.
as advised by Tamika, if you wanna add that.
Yep,
Yeah. I'll second. Yeah.
Alright.
okay,
Any further discussion? No. All right, we take a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. All right. Perfect.
you're on a roll.
Yeah. No. It was. So now comes our next item. So these next two, the first one was reviewing the rough draft of the stormwater bylaw received from DPW Director Chris Klofsky. But specifically, I want to mention too that his packet also incorporates the rules regs at the end as an
Okay.
appendix. And then, so that's just an addendum that was included there in the memo. So if you guys have that specific one.
I'll tell you, Mike, I printed everything out before you asked the question, and I thought, oh my God. But apparently, I'm glad I got it,
Yeah.
So I sent an email clarifying
yeah,
that the attachment, we are specifically concerned with the
12.
Article 4, which is the stormwater management bylaw, proposed rough draft of the stormwater management bylaw.
That's right.
And there were other documents that are subsequent rules and regs, which I'm sure are cited in here, but are not the actual thing that we're voting on. And I just wanted to clarify that, so I sent a clarification email that Tamika acknowledged as that being correct.
Yeah.
Through the chair,
Yeah.
I was glad not to read 55 pages.
through the chair,
Yeah.
if I may, I would like to, for the record, read the email that we received, or the letter we received as a committee from the office of the interim town administrator.
Absolutely, and actually to enter
That's at
into,
the end of the
yeah,
agenda. Yep.
so,
Oh, I thought that was before the, oh wait. I thought because it was relevant to the stormwater.
It is.
yeah, yep.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
may I?
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, and actually, Mike, so, yep, and then what I can do too is, when the minutes get attached, I can attach a paper copy to it as well.
Yep.
This was dated July 7th, 2025, addressed to the Rutland Bylaw Committee, dear Chair Rushala, who is not present this evening. The town received an order for compliance issued by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency addressing violations of the Clean Water Act in the town of Rutland. This order requires that the town adopt a stormwater bylaw by December 31, 2025, or face a daily penalty of $20,000 per day for every day the bylaw is not enacted. A bylaw has been prepared by Weston Sampson, which I believe is a typo, and is attached for your review. This bylaw will be on the November 2025 special town meeting warrant for approval. The select board would like to expedite the process to ensure that the article will be on the warrant this fall. The select board respectfully requests that the bylaw committee hold a meeting in July or early August to review and make a recommendation on this important bylaw. If you have any questions or need additional information, please don't hesitate to contact me at given phone number. Sincerely, David, I believe his name is Demanche. Interim town administrator. CC'd on this was the DPW director. I knew that we were, there was something between the town and the EPA, but this is the first I'm hearing of these details.
Yeah, no, that's an excellent point. So, you know, it's funny, when Barbara brought this up earlier at some of the other meetings, I was wondering, what is our down the road deadline, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that December 31st, until it got said, not only in a memo we got from Director Klofsky, but also from the town administrator, that really raised like bells that went off in my head. Given our process with, you know, going over the reviews, going over the edits, and even for this, I imagine there's a public hearing on the horizon, right? Once we, because it would have to before the town meeting.
Once we have a working rough draft,
Yeah.
or what we want to put forth, I would ask that we have a public hearing
Absolutely.
on this proposed
Right.
bylaw. So maybe that would be.
Well,
It's a tight timeline.
it's
But
a very
Just a
tight
minute.
timeline. Yeah.
So what he says, and he says the select board requests the bylaw committee hold a meeting in July, this is July,
Yep.
to review and make a recommendation. So that's what
Yes.
we're supposed to do tonight, to the other
Right.
committee.
So thank you. A recommendation to whom and what aspect? We're
Any changes,
making
Any
recommended
changes.
changes. in
or
other words.
questions if you
Yeah,
have to.
changes, questions, things that, yeah.
Right. Okay,
um,
so we're not voting on anything, we're just making a recommendation,
Right.
just to recap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I had too.
Did everybody read it? Can I ask that question?
I had all intentions, I had not read it fully. As I would normally do, I'm reading some of it now.
Yeah.
You know a lot about this subject to start with. I will tell you, I read it page by page, and most of the time, almost all the time, it's very well written. And by the way, we could see the edits. Barbara had also sent around the edits, so
Yep.
you saw all the actions that they did.
Yep.
And I didn't have any trouble until, the only question, and these are the questions I'm gonna ask, but I don't know if you want me, we can jump to that, to page 10 and 11.
Sure.
Every page is, it's more or less, and let me just see if there was any other
My pages are not numbered.
Okay,
That's so funny, mine are
okay,
here.
I probably put numbers on them.
Oh,
Because
okay,
he told me that there were 12 pages, so I knew where
Okay.
12 was.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, page 1, the stormwater management, that's very clear. On the next page, under applicability, the bylaw shall apply to all land disturbing activities that are part of a new development or redevelopment that result in disturbance of land. That's the important part, I saw that. Number 7, any work or projects for which all necessary approvals and permits have been issued. And the next page under, there's a whole line of things that doesn't apply. One of them was the athletic field. No activities which require a stormwater management permit. So the big thing
Where
about
is
here is
this?
people have to do a permit for anything that is going to disturb the land anywhere.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Where exactly is this section that you're on?
Is it under the definitions?
Mine is page 4. It's under,
Definitions?
after, no, yeah, okay, yeah, I get, that's where it is, yep, under definitions.
Which?
No, it isn't that, it was before that, it was D,
I just wanna follow along.
Oh, D.
Yeah.
under applicability.
Yeah, so if you go to subsection 2, Mike, under,
Thank you.
on
So,
applicability.
That's,
yeah.
the big points out of this thing is the stormwater permit that must go through the planning committee for their approval. So that's all got bite to it.
Yeah.
And then the definitions were really neat. A butter is a neat word. Going on to, under these definitions, I looked at the erosion and sedimentation control plan, a document containing narrative, drawings, and details. I mean, this is very specific, what they're looking for, what they must do. The next thing I noticed, and that's still under this area, onto the next page, under new development. What is that? Any construction activities or land alteration resulting in total earth disturbances. And it was interesting, greater than 1 acre. And I just was very interested to read what a pollutant is. This is again, but the things are very well defined. I couldn't think of, new things that should be there. Okay, going on to this. This is where some of the important stuff starts.
Right after the definitions, right?
Yeah, this is where my questions are gonna be around. Stormwater utility fee. The user fee imposed pursuant to this article by the town of Rutland for providing stormwater management. So what's coming for this community is, there's gonna be such a thing as a stormwater utility fee. And this is gonna be addressed in page 10 and 11, okay? But, so that,
already exists.
yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it does or not at this point,
So-
but the fees,
Yeah.
this impression to me is that, then the stormwater permit, wetlands, finally found out what that is. Have you guys,
I'm really having trouble following your
Okay.
speed here.
okay, did you see where the stormwater utility fee was?
Negative.
Under S, under these definitions, they're all,
Oh, forgot the definition.
they're all
okay,
alpha.
Yeah, we made it to administration.
I
Oh, yeah,
didn't
right,
realize
right,
we
yeah,
were
no,
still
that's
under
right.
definitions.
Yeah,
Oh.
the stormwater, yeah.
Where,
So what's misleading about that, Mike, is if you go into the definitions, and
yeah,
I should have had a color copy of this, but that was an auto edit that it was added. It came in a different color on the digital.
oh, it didn't print out, it's so lightly colored
It's so lightly colored.
that I can't see it on mine, that is
Exactly.
why I was missing it,
Yeah.
okay.
Um,
Hang on, let me,
sure.
the user fee, I don't like that, imposed,
Yeah, this is gonna be, I think, my impression, this is new, okay? But again, it's further on that they discuss who is gonna do it and
Yeah.
how.
yeah.
Okay, So,
So then when you go,
then
yeah,
I just like, this is a side question, did you guys notice that, there's somebody is building a house on the, you know, on Route 122A, as you go onto the Holden line where a certain,
122.
Yeah.
certain contractor,
yeah.
and that is, they're building this,
Are we talking about towards House or away from House?
in Rutland still, but you know
Yeah.
where that farmer guy used to always put up that,
Yeah, like
people
his
yeah,
farmer truck.
yeah, they're
yeah.
building a thing, and that's right
Yes.
adjacent to wetlands.
Yeah,
That's correct, there's
that's right.
2 duplexes going in there,
Is that what it is?
yes.
That's all
That,
that land clearing just
my-
wow. Yeah.
secondhand knowledge is
Yeah.
that that has been, the ownership or permit, whatever it is for that land, has been in possession for a long time. That is not,
But
okay.
they're not gonna be, unless, if they're not gonna be subject to this whole, all of this about the wetlands, cause this isn't in place yet. It's not in place
That's
yet.
a great.
Other things were there,
there's other things that
Yeah.
are in place.
but I'm just making that point.
Okay.
There's this thing called, I'm just saying, this has got bite here. There's the stormwater permit, stormwater pollution prevention plan that they're gonna have to do. The next page, Michael, is administration.
Yep.
You there?
I'm
So-
there.
So the Rutland Planning Board shall be the permit granting authority for issues of the stormwater management permits. And if somebody does something that they don't go to, they're gonna be subject to fines, but everything has to go through them.
Goes through planning board.
It's very good, they issue how many days they must do something within 60 days. They gotta have performance standards, and look, there's a thing called the Massachusetts Stormwater Handbook. I guess it's statewide for them to use, and I thought that was,
to do.
I thought that was really good. Under C is waivers, but they're very clear of what the waivers could be. Allowed by federal, state, in the public interest, consistent with the purpose and intent of the stormwater bylaw. Let's see, yeah,
Real quick before I forget, I'd like to mention something. I'd like to make a motion that the secretary, our secretary of the bylaw committee, send a letter acknowledging receipt of the communications from the interim town administrator, and specifically mentioning that this is the first time that we have been provided with a deadline.
I second that motion.
Yep. No.
Just acknowledging the fact that this is the first time we have been given a deadline, with these specific instructions to start reviewing this.
I mean, it'll be under our purview to refuse to do that tonight, I think, but it looks pretty, everybody's under a pretty tough
Yes.
deadline. But first, let's see if we've got, you know, anything really important.
I just wanna state it for the
Yeah.
record,
No,
that this is the
no.
first time. that-
So
Okay.
yeah, no. So Mike, you made the motion. Lionel, you
Yeah,
seconded
I
it.
second it, yeah.
All right. So yeah, with that discussion being had, I'll take a roll call vote. Actually, we don't need a roll call vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. None opposed. Yeah.
So, under administration, under D, it's very clear, the Rutland Planning Board may take any of these actions. Approve with conditions, or disapproval. Very clear to me.
So Lionel, I don't want to cut you off at all, but there is one question I have on this, and maybe you guys know a little bit more. I've been a little behind on catching up on my Rutland Planning Board meetings.
I
on
don't know
YouTube.
anything about
Right,
it.
right. So here's a question I have. How much of this enforcement are they aware of?
I was going to bring that up as well. My concern is that I don't know how much,
Yeah.
I mean, granted, we're still in somewhat the beginning stages.
Beginning
I don't know
stages,
that
yeah.
the planning board is aware of this.
That was, yeah.
Um,
I mean, it doesn't, if this comes out of Mass General Law, I notice Mass General Law settings are multiple in abundance here in the draft, right? So,
I would think that
Yeah,
they're involved in this.
I know they're aware of the stormwater stuff, but I don't know if they're aware of the,
like how much,
exactly what's happening in
Yeah.
here.
so,
Shouldn't,
yeah,
isn't that Tamika that's supposed to make sure those things, the town administrator is supposed to make sure everybody is informed?
That, I would say that's a given and that's not,
Well, certainly the
I would say
the
that's not
selectmen are.
required, but I would say that's
it's good
implied,
practice, yeah.
or good practice.
Do we wanna start putting down a list of questions that we will send?
Yes.
So
let's
there's
do
one
that.
right there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Is the planning board aware, or
Yep.
is Tamika aware?
So-
What was the question?
I mean, at the very least, we can
Yeah.
send our questions, right?
No,
Yeah, we
absolutely.
can just send an email here that's a list of questions from our meeting.
Yeah. So planning, we're aware of this draft and their,
In the scope of
yeah,
their involvement with the enforcement, let's say,
yep,
and procurement process of permits.
yeah.
So that we keep it all in one place. Somehow can we fold in your original idea to express that, put this, that we're under a deadline that, how did you phrase it, that,
Oh, well,
we could put this all in one place.
my suggestion, the motion that we previously approved a few minutes ago, was that we send a email to the interim town administrator through the secretary, acknowledging receipt of the letter with the deadline, and stating the fact that this is the first deadline we've received.
Mhm.
This is the first time we've
I
received
think
this in writing.
we should put this all in one place, and that's a good.
Oh, so you're saying the same
Yeah,
email that goes to
don't
Tamika?
have three different things.
Yeah, I could do that, and I could say,
Yeah,
can we
just
send
say
this question to,
That we expressed that,
Yeah.
this is what our committee meeting tonight, expressed that we didn't understand
yeah,
why we're hearing about this so late.
Aren't those, now I agree with keeping it compiled, but aren't those two different purposes?
yeah, and I could send two emails, yeah, I see what you mean, Mike, yeah.
I don't know if the town administrator has to be on there's
Oh,
nothing saying
because
he
in case
can't.
if one gets, yeah,
But he needs to be on, looking at all the questions we have.
I don't think
Or am I overthinking
sending
this?
this to the town administrator serves anything.
Okay,
Can I tell you why? First of
Sure.
all, he did it. And
Yeah.
and we have to trust that he's trying to get through, that there is a sense of urgency.
okay,
So we now know there is a sense of urgency.
okay,
So I think that's a fact of life.
okay,
Maybe he just arrived and saw this darn thing.
that's true,
yeah.
that's likely true.
And
I mean, we can express our concern of
Okay.
the deadlines being
Yeah.
imposed.
Okay,
no, absolutely, and then,
You wanna withdraw that motion then?
the motion that we already approved,
Yeah, that we write to the town administrator or,
I'm not interested in withdrawing
no,
it.
no, what we can do is, I can
I'd
always,
rather just move forward.
yeah, I
Okay.
I can definitely send it to, like we said, send it to Tamika.
okay, all
And
right.
then, cause what is unknown at this time too is, like I said, I was behind on those planning board meetings, maybe planning board is aware, or, I haven't seen the recent meetings, but also, they might have been carbon copied as well. But that's what we just would know.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, that, so,
So-
reaching out to Tamika, she
so
might have insights,
This
yeah.
kind of question does not speak to what we're supposed to be doing here, which is review these.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
But that's a question that, why are we asking that?
That's,
Which question?
Why are we asking
yeah,
if the planning board is
Is aware.
informed about? That's not our job to ask that
that's a
question.
good point, yeah, actually, right.
We could express concern, but yes, I totally
Yeah.
agree with you, that's
'Cause
outside
then
of our
it-
purview.
it-
Cause
right.
we're just worried about we're doing
meat
the
of
work, so to speak.
Yeah,
looking
we're
at the
supposed to
bylaw.
do this,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're supposed to make sure.
yeah.
And then when
That's
it goes,
true.
if it were to get passed and
Yeah,
goes through all the
you know,
things,
That's
then
true.
So we wanna
enforcement.
just speak to any questions that come. I mean, I understand where you came from, because it says the planning board is so
Yeah.
involved in this.
Yeah.
Right,
But I got a feeling Tamika's
Yeah, that's
sending
right,
this
yeah.
right along.
okay,
But the thing is, we're on the critical path,
right,
okay?
Okay.
No, sorry, so no, thank you, yeah, but no, get to continue, yeah.
All right, so the administration, we started that, waivers, actions, and then the enforcement is on the next page.
Mhm.
So they shall enforce the bylaw and related regulations. And they have a really good description of what they're supposed to do. And even if nobody listens, this is what they're gonna do. So to me, it's pretty good. I mean, there. This is just my impression that it was pretty good. Okay, so the next page is what I'm interested in. Stormwater utility, okay? So Mike, did you mean that there is already a stormwater utility group within the Department of Public Works? Will you ask that question?
No, what I didn't read the entirety quite yet.
Okay.
What I was referring to was the stormwater utility fee is already in place.
So there is such a thing?
There is.
$100 says that, well, I'm joking, of course, yes, my $100 tax per year, which is the stormwater utility fee.
Okay, so that's in place, so that I didn't know. Okay.
Because
So-
it tacks on to,
It's every parcel of land in the town of Rutland has to
Yes.
pay the same amount currently.
Yep.
That's how the town has it set up. First it was $40, then it was 80, now it's 100, I believe,
yeah.
I think.
So
Don't
if that's
quote me
true,
on
why is that statement here then, that the Department of Public Works shall be, maybe they're not responsible for the stormwater management in town, and maybe it's never been written anywhere.
I'm still unclear, and I've asked a lot of questions. I am still
That's-
unclear as to how we got to the fee that we're currently being charged at this moment.
So this is my major question is, I don't think, and I think this is legal. I don't think, okay, we'll just say, the town established a charge for the use of the stormwater management services to be known as the fee, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Department of Public Works is responsible for the management of this, right? Stormwater fees shall be revenue collected through utility fee from to time and be appropriated or obtained, okay? The stormwater utility shall be imposed on all developed residential and non-residential parcels within the town, okay?
Yeah.
And then they talk about who isn't in it, right? Then they go on to, it shall be billed periodically, right? Right? And then it goes on to say, the fee is gonna be used for all these various outreach things, not for, they don't really say that it should be, that it's gonna stay with the town. If this money is gonna actually be, it's gonna go to other things, right? It's gonna
Right.
come in and go out. Then I'll get failure, okay. Failure, this is on the next, failure of the town to send a bill, okay. Here's my thing. They don't tell us, A, how this fee is going to be calculated. Who is gonna calculate it? What is it based on? Is it coming from the budget of the Department of Public Works? There's no detail here for that.
In here,
And that's my major, this is my
I share
major
that.
question.
I share that concern as well,
Yeah.
and what I would like to add to that is that I have been to meeting after meeting asking that, during the previous town administrator's time. I was given the explanation of how it came to and how they calculate it, which I've accepted, although I don't like it, that's how it's being calculated. I disagree with it because it's a blank check, and I do feel strongly that the way in which it's calculated, like what determines the amount, needs to be outlined in this bylaw.
So this thing is so thorough, these bylaws about this blank, do this, do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
This is missing.
Yes, I agree.
So I don't,
We need to make a comment on that.
Yeah.
so I feel that we need to have a section that, that tells how, where, and who makes the calculation.
How the fee is set.
How is the fee calculated? And
periodic.
And the people, who is calculating, who will be responsible?
Is it the assessor? Yeah.
And they then, and who are they gonna tell?
Who, what, who, when, and what.
The classic six.
I-
Yeah.
And I
is
think,
the fee calculated.
and I think we need, there should be an additional, this is our general
Yeah.
suggestion, an additional part to this, stormwater, water utility. Because it does say the department, it shall,
We need a
for
section
the
just for
management,
Yeah.
but then here we go to the town. Okay, so that's, I think, if we're gonna say something, that's got some meat to it.
We need another subsection, preferably directly access after.
Right after.
After subsection 8, so we need, in my opinion, you guys share,
Yep,
a subsection in between the current 8 and 9, so it would become the new 9.
Yeah.
So insert subsection of utility, stormwater fees, or stormwater utility fees.
yeah, a
Yeah.
write-up on this
Yep,
To
stormwater fees.
include what I'll describe as the stormwater utility fee.
Yep.
Not necessarily including the enforcement fees, relative to construction.
Right.
Just the residential, the lots, or the parcels that contain that, impervious surface area that's being charged. I just wanna be clear that I'm not talking about the enforcement from the planning board.
No.
Yeah.
So you're specifically talking about, so kind of like, if I understand too, if you, so to your point earlier, I forgot who made it, but every year that stormwater, or every quarter, however it's been billed, it has, we've seen increases, right?
Yes.
I think my understanding from even when I heard this at town meeting, even from different commissions that have seen meetings, what goes into the assessed increase? You know, was it standard across the board? Was it this parcel versus that? There was a lot of, it seemed like there was a lot of ambiguity when people were trying to understand it.
Well, to dumb it down,
Yeah.
to the best of my understanding, granted I had nothing to do with the creation of this, the best of my understanding based on what I've received from the previous town administrator, is that basically they take what it costs to run stormwater, so the, what they spend on it per year, and then I assume they estimate how much that's gonna go up the next year, and they divide it by the amount of parcels in town that are paying into it.
Yeah.
And so it's, for rough numbers, $400,000 divided by
However many
40,000
Well,
parcels or
It
whatever.
would be nice to see, that hits to how it's
Yes,
divided up,
yes,
but I wanna know how it's
calculated,
calculated.
yeah.
I saw
agree.
something,
Right.
It says something like here, the town establishes a charge of the stormwater management of the town to be known, okay, where does it say something about for the town's expenses?
This is back in,
That's at stormwater,
yeah, I remember reading that section.
charge for the use of, oh, the town hereby establishes a charge for the use of the stormwater management services of the town. So they're saying, we're charging this for using stormwater management services. So it's based on, okay, how did they get stormwater management services? That's why I want more explanation. And I think we still can refer back to item B, this is in item B, but,
No,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
You're
because-
be under the same section.
yeah, under stormwater utility,
It's-
under B.
It's hard because of the color.
Yeah, what's the,
Um,
what page is your page?
Page 10,
Page 10, okay, gotcha.
no, it's stormwater utility,
Oh, and there's the subsection.
under
yeah.
B.
Yep,
So I mean, if there's anything, and we really need to still talk about how we're gonna phrase this, but this
Yeah.
is the one thing we can say
yeah,
and pass on tonight, right?
I'd like to know, if you look at subsection G, failure for the town to send a bill for the stormwater
Yeah.
utility shall
Yeah.
not relieve the property owner of record from the obligation to pay for such utility. Is that standard in other practices of town tax collecting? Cause that seems ridiculous. This is kind of outside the purview of the bylaw.
Oh, this is interesting. If they
You know what I
forget to
mean?
send a fee, doesn't relieve you of a
Yeah.
tax.
That's ridiculous. Is that in other parts of town government?
That's an excellent question.
Like if you don't send me
I got a feeling this is a boilerplate.
well,
That
yeah,
I was gonna
I
say,
know.
yeah,
Yeah.
for some
Yeah, yeah, it
jurisdictions.
I know, but this section was clearly inserted.
Yeah, no, I think it's boilerplate because
Yeah.
if the town makes a mistake and doesn't bill somebody, I think it's a boilerplate.
Yeah,
Okay, well, that jaws me.
I
That
agree with you.
that you can say that somebody owes you money that you didn't tell them they owe you money for.
yeah.
So I'm going to, in my spare time, find out if that's in other town government documents. If
So
that's
what do we
standard.
wanna, do you guys agree that we should
Yeah.
send something?
Yes.
That way we can say, look, we
Yeah.
come off the heat.
Yeah,
We can say that we reviewed it, maybe not, and I'm sorry, you couldn't review it all at this point, but
Right.
I wanted to give you my impression. That we've done a review and this is our major question or recommendation even, that there needs to be, Michael, maybe you can phrase it a little better than me.
no, sure, yeah,
There needs to be what is that section? Section,
Which one?
the one going back to, the like. the one they
stormwater,
had-
under number 8, stormwater utility, part B. There needs to be a clearer explanation of how, who,
How what?
where
Yeah.
this fee is calculated.
Yep,
We know who's administering it, because further on,
They
they say
talk about-
that the public works department has gotta collect it if somebody doesn't pay.
right, then you have, right, planning board enforcing against violations and permit taking and, right. But no, yeah, how is it calculated?
Can you read that back? And
Yeah, I'll give you like this short version. And of course on the tape, I'll clean it up in the minutes, absolutely. And then so under section 8, specifically part B, right? We're asking for a clear explanation of the fee, of how it's assessed, who will be assessing it.
that
Yeah.
we're recommending
Yeah, yep,
that there be, we're recommending that there be a clear explanation of, and let me pause for it. We're
Yeah.
recommending, consistent with other write-ups in this document, a clearer explanation of how the, stormwater utility fee
fee,
is calculated. And we even list that this, calculated, including what department is responsible for this.
yeah,
At what? I'm looking for another word for periodically. At what frequency it's calculated?
right. Is there like a review commission?
Is it every
like,
year?
what- Right,
At a certain time of year?
Okay, including the frequency of
um,
that calculation. We're not asking about the administration,
Right.
because because it says, and you could say this, by the way, in your opening, that in section B, it says the town hereby establishes a charge for the use of stormwater management services. Underline that, management services of the town. So in other words, they're saying, this is a reimbursement for the services, okay? You could start with that, put that sentence in first, okay? And then say, we want to understand, as we've just said it to you. And if you like, you could send it out to us again.
yeah, we could, yeah,
Do that before you would send it on.
yeah,
I just want to, I think we've got to say something tonight.
yeah,
And you would say too, again, we've reviewed it,
But
do
here
a
are some
paragraph,
recommendations.
what was our process? You know, we printed everything out, we reviewed it page by page, and this is,
Yeah,
Adding on to that, the suggestion, the recommendation to insert, unless you already have this written down, an additional subsection
yep.
after stormwater utility and before access permission,
So that was the one, between 8 and 9,
to
subsection 8 and 9.
specifically outline the utility fee.
Yeah,
what do you mean by that? Specifically outline the fee, what do you mean by
I'm
that?
trying to separate, because they just say stormwater utility.
Yep,
yeah,
I'm trying to separate
yeah.
the utility from the fee. I'm trying to basically be more specific about the fee part of it. I don't know if that works, but that was the idea I had.
No, and I see what you're saying, because there's a vagueness inherently in here about that
well,
Yes.
fee.
well, could,
Yeah.
if you want, no, can you put what we've been discussing here then where he just suggested? If you want, we can't
Yeah.
say it in two, I don't think we wanna say it in two
I know,
places.
it makes it starts to make it convoluted.
You gotta be specific with these guys.
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah, what I can do is,
I just think we can, if we said more, amend and, you know, within B, to have them add it. Now nobody's saying, oh, we have to reorder everything, you know,
okay.
you know what I'm saying?
So they could just make B longer to incorporate everything we just read.
Yeah, because my major point, it all has to do with this
Yeah.
stormwater management services of the town.
I do have an additional, I guess,
Sure.
question or discussion if we back up. So, the letter that we received mentioned that the bylaw had been prepared by Weston Sampson and is attached for our review.
Yep.
The one that I have said, it came from an email that said something about, the DPW director having put forth this draft. So,
Is that the 41 pager?
may I see that?
Yeah,
I don't have it in
let's see.
front of me.
Yeah.
So, okay, so this says, oh, okay, so this was from, this is helping me. So this was the stormwater, I just wanna recap, this is from my memory as well, cause it was a few weeks ago. This is, so Weston and Sampson, oh, it is Weston and Sampson, okay. Put the draft together. And they were sending it to Christopher Kolofsky. Is the copy that we have with all the markups, are those by,
We're after the markups,
we're after the markups?
cause I went and I checked,
You checked, right?
I checked
saw the
the,
track changes.
I went for 3 pages,
Yeah.
they're after the markup.
Yeah.
The markups by the DPW
Yeah.
director.
Well, whoever the
Right.
markups we had
Yeah.
in that draft.
Yep.
I just needed to clear that up.
So Lionel, so to make sure I understand it too. So okay, the draft came first with all the I know
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the edits, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's in that packet is not only the entire stormwater management bylaw,
Yeah.
but then
So
there's a
those are
whole
regs.
like subsection of rules and regulations
Yeah,
too at the
yeah.
end, right?
I think
After.
where the state, there's appendices and
Yeah, I
everything.
saw that. Okay. Yeah.
What I was getting at was that this was sent to Chris Kolofsky, he then marked it up, and the markup is what we have.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I just
That
wanted
is
to
it.
confirm
And I
that.
think she said that too, when we
Yeah,
got the
in one
second
email,
copy,
yeah.
Tamika said that.
Okay, I don't have it all printed, so I just needed to.
Yeah, no,
reiterate
I did,
that.
I checked 4 pages.
Yeah.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
No, and you know what made it misleading too, along for me, I don't know about you guys, but they all came at different sections, like, okay, wait, this
Yeah.
came first, that came, to
Yeah.
make sure.
Oh, I had to go back,
Yeah.
this morning I went and I went back and looked because I thought the letter came with, at the same time, the letter from the administrator, but no, that came much earlier.
Earlier,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Alright, so we have that,
Yeah.
um,
So I was gonna say, so then going through, I like that one of the things I like that they talk about, where do the funds that go into the enterprise fund that we made, well, we approved at town meeting, I believe, right? Where does it all go?
Yeah, okay, so that's the enterprise fund.
where are we at?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Oh, sorry, so, same subsection 8, stormwater utility, now we're under item F. That's been a question I know has been asked, people, wanna know in town. Okay, so now you have the money, what are you gonna do with it, right, and what's it for? I think that comes up a lot. It's not that, it wasn't clear before, I think it just, people still had a lot of questions. I'm glad they put it in that section, at least to show,
Okay, so
Yeah.
let me ask you, first when I read this, I wasn't paying attention to that it said enterprise fund. So I just said, oh, the fees all go to this other thing.
Yeah.
But they don't. They don't have the funds deposited into the enterprise fund. What's the enterprise fund?
So, this,
I don't see it anywhere else. I didn't see that term in
Right.
this.
So this is one of these questions that I definitely want to fact check. When Austin had said, Austin, the previous town administrator, had said, a fund would have to be created
Oh, I see this here.
to be part of the enforcement of being in compliance with what came down from the EPA.
Right.
And so, I forget at which town meeting, I believe the creation of that was a warrant article. But it was in creation so that as funds would start to be getting collected, they would go right into the account.
Yeah, and that's what I'm confused by, because we have that, so it was voted on at town meeting. We had, there is a fund, because that's where the money currently goes,
Yep.
that's being
Right.
collected. But we're just now doing the bylaw.
Yeah, I think this.
I haven't gotten
but-
a good answer on this
But
yet.
you know why, one thing why maybe they've got this in for sure is the storm water utility fee. So I see now the funds deposit, operation and maintenance of the town's. So even stronger do I wanna know how that number was calculated, because they keep the operation and maintenance of the town's stormwater system.
Yes,
So
Culverts.
there might be one person does this, two people do, that's, we should know, they should describe that, Stephen. I think that's here because it includes the stormwater utility fee.
Right.
I would add, this is, you don't have to put this down, but I'm gonna mention it since we're on it. Is, so that section, what are we, 8?
Yeah, section
Yeah,
8.
8, article or number, letter F, lines 5 and 6. It says public education and outreach programs, and that needs to say something that says relatives to stormwater education, or,
Yeah, because
because that's
that's
too
an
vague.
excellent point.
I understand you could argue that it's implied, but if you have operation and maintenance of the town's stormwater system, that's very specific. And you just put public education and
Yeah.
outreach
So
programs.
there's your second,
That's too broad.
That's too broad.
no, at least phrase it,
Yeah.
put it in, that's a great idea. You
Actually,
can't-
Mike, you know what's funny? When I read this the first time, I was like, "Oh, you can use this money to pay the bill that we owe the district."
No, yeah, exactly.
So would
Now
you write
see my
that in,
point.
Yeah,
would you
yeah.
write this? Because,
No.
let me tell you this, they'll really think that we looked at every detail, which he did.
No, but this is good, and you know. So to your point too, Mike, there was some. If you're the engineering firm, right, and if you deal in this world every day in day out, look at item 9, right?
Let me see this again. I
Yeah.
need to do one of those side by side comparisons.
Item 9 talks to pollution prevention.
Under F?
Yeah, under the same thing, pollution prevention, good housekeeping, and I was more like, housekeeping for what specifically? Because I don't know much about basins cleaning and street sweeping, and I don't know. I mean, I understand that would fall into the purview of the Department of Public Works, but I think that's where too I'm torn. The classic adage we say is, do you want the bylaw to be super specific, or do you want it to be broad enough? But sometimes you have to find a medium in the middle.
Mhm.
Like, does it go beyond when you're reading the bylaw for the first time, does it make sense in accordance? Like, especially what you said about number 5, that makes, public education outreach programs. I mean, that's broad enough that could include, any kinds of other activities we have in the summertime. Yeah.
Okay, guys, My bedtime comes soon.
No, sure, yeah, so.
We still
no,
got a couple more things to talk about.
Yeah, but you know what, I think we can even, in addition to what you said, Mike,
Yeah.
section F, clarity on,
Everything.
I don't wanna say clarity, but more specificity.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
keeping with, I don't want to call it a theme because that doesn't make sense, but reiterating that each line item is for stormwater.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how else to say it.
Yep.
Public education and outreach programs regarding stormwater, or take that line out completely.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what public participation and involvement in programs has to do with anything. That's not really our purview, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be more objective than subjective, but
No, absolutely, and then,
when it's a thing that affects you,
Okay, so the one you don't like is public participation and involvement programs?
I
Is
just,
that the number that's bothering you?
I'm just wondering what the heck that has to do with anything. That's all. It's probably boilerplate, like you said.
Well, wait a minute though, this is specific, this thing.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, it said this is where the money's gonna be used. Okay, public education, and at the very least, it could be, public education regarding
no, yeah, it's stormwater.
Stormwater or something,
Right.
Right. One other, so looking at, when you itemize this many things in a list like this way, the title of, so the title of section F altogether, the funds deposited in the enterprise fund shall be used to fund the following only specifically in relation with stormwater, or something to that
Yes,
effect.
yeah,
That
say
is
that.
another way to
Make
do
that, and make that a
Right.
recommendation for that.
Yeah, cause
That's
now,
another way, yeah.
everything from 1 to 11, it exclusive, makes it exclusive, yeah.
Kumara, do you say your name Kumara or Kumara? Which emphasis?
The first one, Kumara, yeah.
Kumara.
Yeah,
Kumara,
Yeah.
so could you work on this before
Yeah.
you do the minutes?
yeah, and then
And
I'll
then-
send it, that's what I was thinking too, yeah.
Why are you giving me that dirty look?
I just thought it was funny. That's all.
Well, I'm saying because
No,
we can get
because-
this
yeah.
out,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
yeah.
it can be added to the minutes.
Minutes, yeah,
Oh.
that's, yeah, cause,
So we
You're
can get,
2 steps ahead of me.
well, I wanna listen, this is a
I
pretty
get it.
strong thing we got from the
It
town
is.
administrator.
It is.
So, do you feel like we've done a decent job so far?
yeah,
I mean,
I'd really like to review
with the
it.
time we've got,
yeah. So one of the things too,
I'm gonna make one other suggestion. If you see anything else,
Yeah.
email us.
But we didn't discuss it in a public meeting, so
No,
how's it
yeah.
gonna get
Okay,
on
then
there?
we won't do it, okay?
I want to provide more feedback, but if it's
Yeah.
not part of an open meeting.
Well,
I-
if it,
Yeah.
listen, we don't have to, this is for tonight, they're asking us to do this tonight. They never asked us to have a
Oh,
public meeting.
yeah, we can have
This
further
is-
discussion.
Our,
Yeah, yeah.
our
Yeah.
customer here is,
The select board apparently.
yes, or that who is the group that's, the conservation group or whatever. No, that's our customer for this, it isn't the
That's true.
public.
Right.
Mhm.
That's true.
So if you get this up so that he and
Yep.
I can look at it, and Barbara could even look at it.
Absolutely.
Let's put it this way, we can each bring more additional feedback from our own reviews of it to the next meeting. It
Yes,
just
Yeah.
won't be included in tonight's
and we can
recommendation.
send it
yeah.
again, so we can send it again,
Yeah,
we send some more, that's our
Yeah,
job.
okay,
We
that
aren't
works.
voting,
yeah, we're not voting.
we're not voting for the fund, this is just for this,
For the
Yes.
recommendations,
yeah.
yeah.
We're not
Thank you.
gonna say that we approve it all, we'll just say we
Right.
thoroughly reviewed it.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, because as much as the things that we pick up on,
And, be
Yeah.
specific on those, like you can't
Yeah.
say number 8, you've gotta say where a number 8 under, is it applicability or something, you know what I
that's
mean?
what I was wondering too. What I might do is copy out the text so that they can specifically see this line under.
You know what you can do? Take this,
Yeah.
well, actually, if you want,
Yeah.
take the same thing, put some page numbers on it,
Absolutely.
and scan that in.
Yep, and do like a
Yeah, and then
embedded
say,
picture in the text. Yeah.
And scan that in and say, this
Yeah.
is, section such and such, we recommend, so we're saying we've got two things tonight that we want.
Yep.
But I wanna be strong though on, it isn't a question of how, we wanna say that we think there should be more written about it. You know, we're not asking,
No.
we wanna recommend that, okay?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
All right.
To the, stormwater water. No, and the other thing too, let's see, so then they could talk about how does the property owner refute the stormwater assessment, right?
Yep.
Okay,
And then-
was it one last thing then, as far as it being on the agenda, did you, this is the, I think we should at least put it in public. I won't say the whole detail about the meeting.
Oh, about the, yes, so, no, about the email, right?
Yes, so.
Yeah,
you know,
so, yeah.
What
So,
email?
so Barbara, so what Barbara said was that, she was asked, whether we could, I think what, okay. But we heard this from the Rutland Lions too, that they were thinking about all meetings, stop at seven PM, something like that. That would be it. You know, we could use it for meetings, let me say background.
I'm so confused.
Okay, let me take the big background. We were all,
Is this a new agenda thing we're moved on to?
yes,
Okay.
because that's what you said, remember?
Okay,
That
yeah,
belonged.
Yeah, that was the, yeah, from there.
But, so at the town meeting,
yep,
do you remember the library? There was a lady that stood up and she said,
Yes,
this is
yes.
gonna happen, that's gonna happen,
Yes.
right?
Right.
And I had heard everything was set. And when I saw that, I said, oh my goodness, I saw the Council on Aging director and I said, is everything still set? Because she was like the library.
what do you mean by set?
The budget,
Oh,
that the budget was set because they were gonna have math. So what they did was, for all these departments, they cut the fuel charge.
yeah, there's a,
And they kept staff, but they cut the
Correct.
fuel in half.
that's, there's a certain term for that line item.
I don't think
forget
it
what-
was ever written in
I
that.
forget what the term is, but I was at a meeting recently that discussed this, and it's this certain term, and it means basically things like fuel and utilities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was never said at the town meeting. They just said everybody was fully staffed. So what happened was then our Rutland Library, they met, and they met with, I don't know, they met with,
The select
the-
board.
the select board, and they decided that they were gonna allow meetings to happen until October, through October. And so Barbara had been asked to give an opinion, and she basically stated that, we really need to meet here, we can't meet, and that's all. I mean, this was information only, I just wanted to put it on the record.
Oh, okay.
It's still out there, it's still a possibility that we won't have a meeting space, but I don't
Right,
think,
and
I don't
that's
think
a-
it's a probability.
Yeah.
I
No,
think
it's
the
It's
selectmen,
always Saturdays.
I think the selectmen are going to, oh, by the way, the selectmen, they can have meetings, you know why?
Fine.
Paul's group gets money,
What's
and that
Paul?
money,
Paul,
Paul,
the cable.
the
okay.
cable, they get
Yeah.
a nice chunk from Charter.
Yeah.
And so they,
Comes from a
and
separate
she
budget.
gets money for that. So that funds them. How do you like that one, huh?
No, is it? No, I know. So this is all in relation
I don't
to
know
the.
if we need to
No,
go
no, no,
into
no.
minutes,
This
but-
is in relation to
To,
what?
the relation to the date of the next meeting because that will,
Oh.
that does impact. Yeah, that's.
Well, no, I think we're all set for, are we having another
Well, so that's what I want to ask you guys.
what is
right?
today?
So-
It's not August 3rd.
Yeah.
It's the 31st of July, it's the last day of July today, I think.
Now, we
Right,
yeah.
normally meet, what, the second,
The last Thursday of the month.
no, it's always been at the beginning
Is
of
it
the
the
month.
third or the second? I don't know, it's,
Wait, it's the,
let me check. It's consistently the second
So
Thursday of the month is moved.
right.
yeah.
Now, is Barbara gonna be back?
So I believe she will be because September 11th is what I had as the next meeting, right? Now we all
Yeah,
you know, using the vice chair power, we called this meeting by posting it publicly. It's specifically because, you know, we had this on our, you know, to go through and clean up our minutes. Let me ask you guys, so town meeting comes up in November this year. I don't know, have we opened a warrant for it yet? Does anybody know, or?
No, that's,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so it's coming up soon, but nonetheless, I see. I'm torn right now because September 11th. I mean, if we keep that as our next meeting only, I kind of feel like we should do another meeting before then. You know,
Why is that?
I don't know
The
because
amount of feedback we just went over.
the amount of feedback we just went over.
No,
And-
if we
yeah.
give that feedback that we're giving,
Mm-hmm.
the next ball is with them
Yeah,
to give us back revised bylaws.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I would like to suggest,
Mm-hmm.
not making a motion, I'm suggesting, that we meet on August 28th. It could be a quick meeting, I don't
Yeah.
know,
With a limited agenda scope.
with a
yeah.
limited agenda.
oh no, I didn't say we shouldn't meet in August.
Oh yeah.
I because this is July.
Oh
This
yeah.
is the July meeting.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But the previous practice was that we skipped July and August like a
Oh,
lot
it
of
was?
communities do.
Yeah.
Summer months.
I
Summer
really,
months.
I don't mind continuing, I
No.
like the consistency
Well, I think we should because
myself.
Barbara's been gone and you know
Yeah. We took out. Yeah. To bring her.
there's some
So-
hot things.
I would suggest that we meet on August 28th. That's the
Yeah.
only day I can actually do in August.
I could do that too. And then you know.
And that would basically be,
Yeah.
the agenda would at least consist of the thing I talked about doing for the guidelines.
Yep.
And probably we would discuss more about,
Yep.
this. And then if you wanted to, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if we want to have a full agenda, or what defines as full, I'm not sure.
We should because Barbara's going to be back and
She will be.
well I don't know.
We don't
You
know,
guys know
actually.
more than
Alright,
I do.
yeah.
Yeah. No. So the,
Is she
so
gone? Is she gone all summer?
So,
we'll have to take a look and what we can do. So sorry, I don't know what
I'm
my
not-
guys are saying.
I'm not gonna comment on, members' activities during the meeting.
Well,
Um,
it's a fact. Either that's all I know.
No.
I don't know the dates and all that.
No, what we'll do is when I send out like I can send out a general email like, hey, you know, we're gonna set up a meeting for August 28th.
We'll just see, yeah, she responds.
Exactly, and then we'll
So-
see. Yeah.
But what I wanted to ask was, do we put the Conservation Commission stuff on that agenda or not? Do we just skip it, cause they haven't done anything?
That's a good Tamika question too as well.
Which is that? Is this the question? on
Conservation Commission is the
the
revolving
earthworks?
fund.
Is that the earthworks?
Nope, that's
No,
the revolving
that's
fund
revolving
thing.
fund.
Oh, the
We're not
revolving-
doing anything
Yeah.
about the earthworks.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Because that was what we said earlier.
we do. The ball is with Barbara, I think,
Yeah.
on that.
On what?
On this revolving fund. I
Okay.
Yeah.
don't think there was a huge sense of urgency in this stuff.
No, we are
Yeah.
trying to get it done for,
I think it should be there.
Yeah. So that
And
they
then-
can start.
And
right.
if Barbara can't, if we find out Barbara can't do it, then one of us has to. Should
We'd
do
have
it.
to. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. That's an excellent point.
Have
too,
them
yeah.
come. Have them
Yeah.
come to that meeting.
Yeah.
We were trying to get them to come to this meeting.
No, so and actually, so that's a good point. What we can do is reach out to through Tamika, find out when are they next available, or what we here's another way around this too. We can do what we did last time.
Mhm.
If they are able to hold a meeting at some date, then we'll have representation from bylaws go there, and we'll post it as a public meeting.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think that'll work too to go over. I mean, because their revolving fund thing, I don't believe it. Yeah.
I just think it'd be nice for them to come to one of our meetings since
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
made all the effort to go
Right,
to
right, yeah.
two or three of theirs.
So yeah, so I can find out.
That'll
from-
go into the minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so do we need a motion on the next meeting or do we just agree?
No,
We typically just schedule.
we do.
Okay, I agree on the 28th.
Me too. Yeah, it works for me. And so August 28th.
I can make that.
Yeah. And what does 6:30 a little bit better for everybody, or 7's better?
I like. What about you?
Yeah.
You work probably, right?
I typically prefer 7.
7, yeah.
Then if you prefer 7, we're doing 7.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I figured. And then
Plus, it'll probably be a shorter meeting than this.
yeah. So 7 p.m. on August 28th, and then our next meeting after that, as it stands right now, it hasn't been publicly posted, but September 11th.
Okay.
But that should be, what we have.
So you're gonna, before you do the minutes, you're gonna write this thing up
Yep.
for the three of us and Barbara.
Mm-hmm.
So we can get that, maybe within a week, we can get that
Get that
back
moving.
to
Yeah.
Tamika, let her do with it what she
Absolutely.
wants.
No,
That way,
yeah.
we've done our thing.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna review, so action items for me, I'm going to work on the guideline thing.
Yep.
And if you wouldn't mind, you can send me a editable copy of this,
Yep.
and I will
That's
send you
actually
back,
for me. Yeah.
I will send you back the format.
Yeah.
You're gonna do a template for him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what
Yeah,
he's
that's
saying.
a good thing you're gonna do.
Yeah.
I'd prefer to do that because I feel bad nitpicking you.
No. And you know what it is.
Yeah,
Going
listen,
to-
somebody's gotta be a nitpicker.
No, that's, yeah.
We need people that look at details.
Details, yeah. I mean,
Well,
yeah.
you don't wanna become the thing you're judging.
Yeah, but you,
No,
but you
I
always
definitely welcome
listen.
the feedback.
You
yeah.
always listen though.
Yeah.
I try.
No. That sounds good.
Can I make a motion that we adjourn this meeting?
Absolutely.
Second.
You guys had it?
Hey
Good.
guys, great meeting.
Here we go, guys. Thank
Very
you.
productive.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Perfect. Alrighty.
We're adjourned.
Yeah. Thanks, Paul.